Hello and welcome to Bath High School's CCP Information Session presentation. I'm Kendra Herringhouse, one of the school counselors at Bath High School, and Mr. Thompson is the other school counselor as well, and he will be finishing up the end portion of the presentation. If you have any questions, our information is at the end of the slides. What is College Credit Plus? College Credit Plus, or CCP, is the Ohio's dual credit program where students that are accepted into the college of their choice can earn both high school and college credit at the same time for credits in which they pass. They would enroll in the college courses and adhere to all requirements of said college. The College Credit Plus program is open for students in grades 7 through 12 as long as they are an Ohio resident. Once students decide to apply to a public college or participating in private school, they can apply to multiple colleges and earn college credits from different schools. You have to complete an assessment exam and be determined eligible based on the college admissions requirement. Students may choose from a variety of college-level courses as long as their placement testing and the course eligibility rules are met. These classes can satisfy both high school and college requirements. Any college course that is 3 semester hours or more will convert to 1 high school credit. Students must successfully complete and pass the course in order to earn both high school and college credit. If a student withdraws or fails from a course, the transcripts will both reflect this final grade. Participants in the CCP program may take classes during the summer, fall, and spring semester. As long as they are meeting the application and registration deadlines, these courses can be at the home school, on the college campus, or online. There are several CCP courses available at Bath High School with Bath teachers. We offer computer classes through Rhodes State College, such as AOT and CPT. We also offer health-related classes such as BHS 1390, Medical Terminology, and Bio 1110, Anatomy and Physiology. There are business classes such as Finance, Marketing, and Management. We also have one class for college credit through the University of Findlay called ESO 100, Environment and Society, for a science credit. The next section covers the 4 steps on how your student can participate. Step 1 is submitting your letter of intent. This is a sample of the intent form that is due to the guidance office on or before April 1st. The second step in participating is to apply for college admissions. This is the student's responsibility. They must meet the admissions requirements set by the college or colleges they apply to, and they are in charge of contacting the college to learn about the requirements, their process, and any paperwork and deadlines that are necessary. Some colleges do have school counselors fill out forms for them, but again, it's the student's responsibility to inform us that they've applied and ask their school counselor to send the required items, such as transcript or a counselor referral form, or any other forms that the college requires from the high school. Ultimately, the colleges have the final decision on student admission. Another requirement is for students to complete a mature content permissions form. Please understand, any CCP content may include mature subject matter, and students have to sign a form that they will be provided by the college explaining that information. We encourage parents and guardians to take responsibility, be aware, and monitor the student's enrollment based on the information provided. This is an example of the mature content permission form the college will provide you. They also can help you with any questions you may have regarding the mature content. The third step is eligibility. Each college has their own assessments that they use and specific exam scores that must be met to be eligible. Students must show they are college ready by taking an exam such as the ACT or SAT or the AccuPlacer. Each college or university has different exam requirements. If your student is planning to take college classes here at Bath High School with our teachers, then we will work with those students. We will make sure that they take the AccuPlacer here with us, and we will take care of scheduling that assessment. However, if your student plans to take college classes at the college or online with the college's professors, your student will be responsible for registering for the ACT or SAT and selecting the college to receive those scores, or work with the college's testing centers to go and take the AccuPlacer. The colleges and universities will then review the student scores and use statewide standards to accept them based on their college level college readiness. However, if a student's scores are not at the college level, they will either not be admitted or the college can consider the student's exam score if the exam scores are within a specific range and if the student has an overall GPA of at least 3.0 or higher. The other option is that a college may accept a student with a recommendation form letter from the high school. Please know that Bath High School, we will not write these forms. We will uphold the college and state college ready requirement and recommendation of students' GPA and assessment scores. Again, colleges and universities will review student scores using statewide standards. Students are encouraged to discuss this with their college advisor. The last step is course registration. If the student plans to take the course at the college or online with a college professor, the student will be responsible for completing their own course registration by working with their college advisor. So if a student is considered eligible and has been admitted, then the college will let them know specific dates and times for orientation or their specific process on how to register. They will work with the student to determine what courses they can take based on their assessment scores or prerequisites and any other requirements. If the student is taking the course here at Bath High School with our teachers, those course registrations will be taken care of by your student's high school counselor. If you have any questions on whether or not the CCP course that you plan to take will satisfy high school graduation requirements and replace a high school course, please check with your school counselor. Please note if your CCP course is replacing a high school course for graduation and it's connected to an end of course exam, you are still required by the state to take the end of course assessment. While students could be eligible for a multitude of courses, they need to make sure their first 15 College Credit Plus hours are in Level 1 courses. These courses include those that are transferable to other Ohio public institutions. Courses in IT, computer science, anatomy and physiology, and foreign language courses. Courses that are part of a technical certificate. Courses that are part of a 15 or 30 credit pathway, or courses in study skills, academic, or career success. To view which courses are considered Level 1 at each institution, please visit the college or university's website for details. These must be listed on the website in a prominent location. Once students complete 15 credit hours in Level 1, they're allowed to move to Level 2 courses. as long as they're meeting those course prerequisites. While there are a variety of courses that students can be eligible to take, there are also non-allowable courses that CCP will not fund. Students cannot enroll in private applied courses with one-on-one instruction. Courses with high fees, study abroad courses, physical education courses, pass-fail graded courses, or remedial courses or religious courses. Other requirements to consider when looking at CCP. First, college credit plus grades earned in the college course is the same grade that will be on the high school transcript. Second, CCP course grades will be factored into the high school and college GPAs. And lastly, if a student fails a CCP course, they may be held responsible for the cost of the course, fees, and required books. Students get the biggest benefit of CCP when they have an end in mind. Where do they want to go after high school? What do they want to major in? When those questions are answered, it makes finding courses to meet that career or major pathway easier. So we highly recommend that you explore those career and major options to help identify courses that would line up with those pathways. Now, you're not required to have a clear major in mind, but it certainly helps. Another question that needs to be addressed is how many classes can students take? Students may be enrolled up to 30 credits per year, which includes high school credit courses. The calculation is here on the screen. So 30 minus high school credits only times 3 equals the max CCP credits. Overall, through the CCP program, the maximum is 120 hours. So students that start CCP in 7th or 8th grade really need to keep track so they do not max out before their senior year is complete. If it has been determined a student has enrolled in more than 30 credits for a school year, we will discuss with the student whether to drop the course prior to the no-fault withdrawal date or have the student pay for the entire course, including tuition fees and books, at the college's standard rates.
So what are the differences between high school level courses and college level courses? It is important to be aware that in high school, tests are generally given weekly or at the end of a chapter. In college, tests are generally fewer in number and they cover a lot more material. Your student needs to be prepared to do more work and retain more information at the college level. You also need to consider the differences in the amount of studying time required in high school. Required homework can range from 1 to 3 hours a day, whereas in college, the standard rule is 2 to 3 hours of homework for every hour spent in class, and that could be up to 3 to 5 hours per day. In the area of knowledge acquisition, understand that in high school, information is provided mostly in class and out-of-class research is minimal. The exact opposite is true in college. In college coursework, it generally requires more independent thinking, longer writing assignments, and more out-of-class research. In high school, teachers offer students numerous quizzes, tests, and homework assignments to compile their grade, while in college, professors have a few tests and fewer homework assignments that determine their final grade. Another huge difference between high school and college is the role of the parents. In high school, parents are highly involved, strong advocates, and work closely with teachers and counselors. However, the moment they become a CCP college student, even if they're a minor and it's through CCP, the role of the parent changes. At the college, the parent serves as a mentor and support for the student. The college views the student as an independent decision maker. As a result, the only way the college will talk to you, the parent, is if your student fills out a FERPA. A FERPA is a Family Education Rights and Privacy Act that requires the student have a form on file to protect their student records. That includes parents, so no parent can talk to their student's professor or anyone at the college without the student filling out this first. So please, parents, this is a big responsibility your students are taking on, and your role is going to change very much. If you need to talk to your student's professor, make sure your student completes this FERPA form. Once you become a CCP student, even if they're a minor, the college views them as a full-fledged college student. The last difference between high school and college is the area of accommodations. In high school, parents and students work with high school staff to determine what assistance or accommodations can be made for students with IEPs or 504 plans. However, in college, students must work directly with the college staff if accommodations are needed. IEPs and 504 plans may or may not be included in the discussions. So there are many benefits to participating in College Credit Plus classes. The first one is the most important one is earning high school and college credit at the same time, getting a head start on career planning and a degree or certificate completion, experiencing college early to understand the expectations of college life, and then the big one for parents, saving tuition and textbook costs. To save the most tuition and cost on textbooks is what we talked about earlier, about having an end in mind and working backwards. This really is the biggest saver of tuition and textbook costs if you know what you are planning. One of the questions we often get in the guidance office is what about the textbooks? Do we have to pay them or not? Bath High School will pay for the books or online codes required for the College Credit Plus courses. Students earning CCP credit at BHS with a high school teacher will receive their book/codes on the first day of class. Students earning CCP credit at the college, in person or through an online course, they will be required to work with the college's bookstore to obtain the required book/codes. It is the student's responsibility to return the rented or purchased books to the appropriate location by the required deadline. Example, college bookstore or the Bath High School library or teacher is where they are usually taken. When participating in CCP, there can be some consequences for underperforming. One of these consequences is if the student fails or withdraws often, future financial aid may also be impacted negatively. For more information on this, contact the college's financial aid office. The college's grading scale may vary from your high school. For all CCP classes, the college letter grade will appear on both your high school and your college transcript. The grades that students will earn in the college class will go on their transcripts permanently. If students perform poorly, they may be placed on CCP probation, dismissal, or academic probation, or even dismissed from the college. Being placed on College Credit Plus probation means that students have earned below a 2.0 college GPA in these College Credit Plus courses, or they have withdrawn from 2 or more courses in one semester. If your student is placed on College Credit Plus probation, they have one semester to raise their college GPA to a 2.0 or above. During that semester that they're on probation, they may only enroll in one College Credit Plus course, and it cannot be in a course subject that they previously earned a D, E, or NC grade. Please note that a college may list an E as a final grade, which translates to a F on the high school grading scale. If your student on CCP probation does not increase their CCP GPA to a 2.0 or above during the probation term, they will be placed on dismissal. While on CCP dismissal, students may not enroll in any College Credit Plus courses, but a student can request or appeal to be reinstated in the program. So what are the expenses for College Credit Plus? At any public college or university, there will be no cost to the student or families for tuition, required fees, and books. At private colleges or universities, there will be no cost to the students/families for tuition, required fees, and books, and students may be charged a small cost per credit hour. Check with the private college to see if they charge this fee. Some optional expenses are the responsibility of the student. Examples that they give are parking, transportation, or any other expenses that are not required for the class. Students must confirm with the college and the secondary school if the student will take advantage of the College Credit Plus using state funds, option B, or if the student will self-pay for the college course, which is option A. Students can choose option A. The student must self-pay for college courses at the standard rate of tuition, fees, and textbooks. Under option A, students can choose to earn college credit and high school credit, or only college credit. Students must inform the school of their choice of credit for courses. So for option B, all college course tuition, fees, and textbooks will be paid by the state of Ohio. Under option B, students will earn college credit and high school credit. Option B is the default or standard option for College Credit Plus. Students may be asked to confirm the election of option B during the college advising process. And this is typically what the high school students will choose, which is option B. So what are the support services available for students? First, the high school counselors will continue to provide assistance to all College Credit Plus students. College advisors will provide course selection assistance, and the colleges must provide the same academic supports to CCP students such as tutoring, library access, advising, and counseling. College Credit Plus has to be considered in athletic eligibility as well. Student athletes must learn the OHSAA requirements for eligibility. You must be passing the minimum equivalent of 5 courses. Know that your summer term of CCP courses cannot be used to bring you into compliance for athletic participation. At the end of each 9 weeks, the student athlete is responsible for showing the athletic office that they are maintaining passing scores in each College Credit Plus course. One of the most important questions families often ask is if the courses will transfer to their son or daughter's selected college. This question is best asked to the college admissions office of your choice. This is why you want to work from the end. If you know which school your student is going to attend and what they're going to major in, you can ask ahead of time if they accept CCP courses. There are certain education and technical courses that will transfer from an Ohio public college to another Ohio public college. This does not necessarily mean they'll transfer to the same subject area. Students have to check with the college, and if they do not, they should visit transfercredit.ohio.gov for more guidance. As your son or daughter's guidance counselor, it's so important for them to understand and you to understand that your student is college ready. Being college ready is more than just being academically ready. They may have a good GPA and a good ACT score, but are they really ready to take on these college classes? Please consider the emotional and social transition and the college expectations. Consider time management and their organizational skills. And parents, please note the subject matter of a course enrolled in under the College Credit Plus program may include mature subject matter or materials, including those of a graphic, explicit, violent, or sexual nature that will not be modified based upon CCP enrollee participation, regardless of where course instruction occurs. As you continue to consider whether your student is college ready or not, please know that grades earned in a CCP course are both going on the high school and the college transcript. So that GPA will be calculated and it will be maintained in the system there. So those grades earned in those classes will stay on both the high school and college. And also the grades will be used, the credits that they earn will be used for calculation of financial aid after high school. Since College Credit Plus is a state program, there are some mandatory deadlines that students and families have to meet to participate. The first deadline is April 1st. Students must complete and return their intent to participate form to the high school guidance office. They also must meet each college deadline to apply. Then the last deadline is the ACT and SAT testing dates. If the college requires one of those tests, they must meet the deadline to get registered for the SAT or the ACT. Please use the below links and dates for reference when applying for CCP summer, fall, or spring courses. If the school your student is hoping to take a course through and it's not listed, it is their responsibility to check the school's website for their application deadlines. How do you get started? Complete the intent to participate form and provide it to the high school guidance office before the deadline of April 1st. Apply for admissions at the college of choice before the deadline. Contact the college and discuss assessment testing requirements for their course. And meet with your school counselor to discuss scheduling and graduation requirements. We have some common questions that are usually asked by CCP students to the guidance office. The first question, do you recommend my student take CCP courses? The admission requirements and prereqs are determined by the college. We follow their recommendations. Typically, because of high school graduation requirements, our freshmen and sophomores take CCP classes that are offered here at BHS with our staff. Juniors and seniors who think they are ready to start taking college courses with a college professor also should have many graduation requirements already met through the high school. This allows for more flexibility in their schedules to accommodate on-campus or online CCP classes. You must know your student's abilities. The second question is my student able to apply to a college outside of Ohio? No, CCP is an Ohio-funded program. Third question, can my student miss or leave early from BHS classes for a CCP course? No, neither the high school class or college class can be short-changed on time. This is why your student's guidance counselor will work with them before they schedule for college classes. The next question, how do my students' credits get transferred to another college? It is the student's responsibility to request their transcript be sent from one college to another. This often involves a transcript request fee. Each college will have information regarding transcript request on their website. Can my student drop a CCP class? Yes, only if they do not do so before the college set deadlines to avoid any penalties. This is typically within the first 2 weeks of each semester. How do my students register for or drop a class? If the class is taught at BHS, your student's guidance counselor can assist them. However, if the student is taking a class directly through the college, they must follow procedures and deadlines set by contacting the college. What if my students can't log into the college's platform or email? Every college has a help desk or number to call for technology issues. The contact information will be listed on the college's website. Why doesn't my student's guidance counselor help with all CCP related questions? We will definitely be there to support your student. However, the college also provides your student the supports and benefits of being a college student. In some cases, we are simply unable to help and must refer the student to the college. Thank you for listening to this CCP presentation. If you have any questions, please reach out to Mrs. Herringhouse or myself, Mr. Thompson, or visit the CCP website for additional resources. That website is www.ohiohighered.org/CCP. Thank you.